Well, well, well. We were talking off camera or off recording. This every other week, as hard as it is not to keep coming back and entertaining you guys every week. Um,
Yes.
it's nice and refreshing because I come back rejuvenated and super excited to get into some shit. Not like I wasn't before, but it's different. It's like now there's a longing to do it. So,
Yes.
the fervor at which we will get into some of these things tonight will be unmatched, if you
Yes.
will.
I agree.
But y'all know what it is. Friday night, every other Friday night now. But that doesn't stop us from being the number one streaming show, soon to be, if not already, on these motherfucking networks out here. Y'all see what it is? I got my homie over here, bred like a king. May this come in Kelly. I, of course, am your homie Mac, a.k.a. your boy. We got a packed show with a lot of stuff to talk about. And
yes.
I don't know if you got anything to bring to the people, but if you don't have any objections, we can start the show and get right into the shenanigans.
Nah, I think you guys heard the amen before we came in. It's Good Friday.
Okay.
you know, it is a great week. So let's have a good show on this Good Friday with the good people in the smoke pit.
Yes,
Let
sir.
the shenanigans flow.
And with that being said, episode 187 of the Smoke Pit Live starts right now. The following is a presentation of the Dat Villain Podcast Network, reminding you to always question the answers.
Welcome to the smoke pit. It's Friday night, come and take a load off. Come sit in the smoke pit, it's time for us to show off. It's been a long week, come relaxing, get some laughs in, and let's talk about these brackets. And while we at it, tell me whose mans is this? Cause I got questions, I'm hoping you can answer it. Get ready, cause you know we gon' talk a lot of shit. It's Mac and Mac, welcome to the smoke pit.
Yep, y'all know what it
Yep.
is. Friday night, mood is right, dynamic duo Black and Mac back on your screens for another hilarious episode of the Smoke Pit. And before we get into our normal opening things, I just want to break some news to the people out here. It was brought to my attention, I believe, a couple weeks ago. I was talking to my friend, Denise, a.k.a. The Good Sis, who has co-hosted a couple episodes with me on the Smoke Pit. And she was trying to share a video to me via a link on Instagram. And I clicked the link, and it was like, this video is unavailable. I'm just like, bro, it's not showing. She was like, what? She was like, let me look into this. Then she came back, and she was like, hey, don't you follow Big Groove? For those that don't know who Big Groove is, Black, would you like to share who Big Groove is?
I may be out of the loop on this one. Who is Big Groove?
So Big Groove, and we've discussed him before. I've tagged you in a couple of his videos. He's more of a, I guess you could say, he's not really a food critic.
Yes. Yes.
You know the culprit now?
Yes.
Okay. I would like for you to use your your comedic stylings in describing to the people your thoughts on Big Groove, who I feel, if we really wanted to, could give Tyrese a running for.
Oh, most definitely.
He could be an easy induction into the Who's Man's Hall of Fame.
most definitely.
We just might make that official decision and just just call. Let me call the Academy now.
He's everything you don't want to see as a black person in a restaurant. Like everything.
Yep.
Like, bro, don't degrade us like this. Sit down. Stop dancing. There's no such thing as a shark bite. Sit your mallet head ass down somewhere and eat the food the right way. Like, he's one of those kids like that probably caught a whooping in Burger King, bro. bro.
Oh,
I'm convinced.
had to be.
Like he's one of those kids. Like if you saw him like close to a Radio Shack, like he's the reason why kids can't go in Radio Shack.
We got comments.
Because he just can't.
This person like I can't stand it. Dude. What up, JJ, and what up, K-Lu? Talk about I want to fight every time I see him. Because you know he gonna do some Bojangle type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like
yes,
black people get it. Black people, we get it. You know, like when we see him, we're just like, oh, here he go again. One of those, yeah. 100%. So he's that guy. And you know, post edits. I'll throw some of his videos in while we talk about him. But so I'm like, nah, I don't follow him, but I thought his profile is public. Like anybody could just click and see his videos, right?
It's not?
No, it is. However,
did he block you?
I was however, I'm just like, I'm not seeing his page. Give me his handle on IG and I'll click on it and go. And she gave me the handle and I clicked on it. And it's, you know, Big Groove, whatever. And there's the button that says follow. And then there's the, you know, I forget what the other button is, but I click on follow and it doesn't change. It doesn't do anything. And I told her, I'm like, the button's not changing for me. She was like, my guy, did you get blocked? Did Big Groove block you? And I was like,
what did I do?
What do you say fuck me for? Like, what's of all, like, people are doing numerous YouTube videos on this motherfucker, man. Numerous people, like, I haven't said shit about this motherfucker. And we haven't done a segment on him. Like, we haven't done, you know, like, we could have. Big Groove,
yes.
If you watch this, we could have. We chose not, like, we were planning on it eventually. But up to this point, all I did was, like, comment on a couple of your videos, like, this motherfucker pissed me off, or, you know, nothing that the rest of the people, like, Big Groove, it's nothing that you haven't seen before.
You struck a nerve.
He was just scrolling like, Mac Ache, I don't like this shit.
Yeah. Fuck that guy.
Something about this motherfucker here. Something about this motherfucker right here. Blocked. So now I can't see his shit no more. Now I'm upset, you know? I don't know how to feel about it. But
you made it.
I essentially kind of.
You made it.
I essentially kind of feel that way. He said, eat this cake, Mac. Block. What up, CJ? And I'm just like, his block list must be long. Because if he's blocking everybody that says something negative, he going to run out of people to watch his videos.
Oh, most definitely.
I don't think he has a devoted fan base. You know?
Yeah, he be buying all that. That's what kills me. You buy all this food to eat one little piece of it. Like, bro, that's fraud, waste, and abuse. Stop.
Well, my shit is
Please
like, he's
stop.
just in these restaurants and people are like eating and he just in there with a whole camera crew. Big as he is, doing all these dance, like Druski said in that skit where he was on it. He's like, man, his legs too loose, man. There's something about it. He too big to be that loose. What? He too big to be that loose. Oh man, but yeah, I got blocked by a Big Groove. So that's going on my EPB. You know, we'll see if we'll see if I can go out with a bang.
Extraordinary
with yeah. Passively blocked. I didn't actively do shit to make him mad. I just posted what tens of thousands of other people were doing on his videos, and he was just like, he just closed his eyes and was just like, you're blocked today. I'll shoot him a message. I'll be like, come on, bro. Like, I ain't say shit. Like, I'm, you know.
Hold on. What's his Instagram handle?
At Big Groove.
That's it?
Yeah.
Hold on. I might be blocked too.
Shut up.
I'm serious.
No, you're not blocked, bro. He can't be just blocking everybody, bro. You have you ever commented?
Now I'm because I'm like, I want to see if I'm blocked. I might actually be blocked.
You're not blocked, bro. It's at it's BIGGROOVE. All one word.
Yeah, bro. I think I might be blocked too.
You lie. I'll copy the profile URL and I'll send it.
All right.
And see if you can do it. Because that's
he ain't popping up.
That's how she sent it to me. I was like, is this the official one or is this like one of those, like people will create different ass pages and shit, like copycat pages and all that. So I was just like, oh, is this the legit one? And it popped up. I clicked follow. It was just like, nope. I couldn't see any of the videos. So I was just like, he don't post nothing? Like it was telling me zero posts, zero everything. I'm just like, bro, ain't no fucking, like me. Me, bruh, me.
You made it.
You ain't like me, dog. I don't know you, but it's me. E-Weezy, it's me, Big Groove. It's your boy.
We go way back.
I knew you before Shark Bites. When you just did big ass dancing videos.
Yeah.
Anyways, now normally we would turn this over to you, right, and be like, "Hey, sir, give us some advice." But I feel you should take a day off, and we should go to a friend of the pod.
Thank you.
We should go to a friend of the pod to kind of motivate us and those that are watching.
Let's do it
for some for some motivation. So let me cue the video up.
Never.
Oh, you already know who it is, don't you?
Never.
Mom, I would like to bring I'd like to bring our man Ag Yoko back to the stage. Now we talked about him a little bit where he was doing the weird dance. True fights. Sorry.
Yeah.
So he's back. And this one is very, very motivating. So I thought, oh God, Megan, welcome to the chat. And yes, I feel we dropped the ball. We could have easily had Tiger on here.
Yes, he could have made. There's so much material out there this past 2 weeks.
I mean, we got about 2 hours. We'll see. We could probably.
Yeah, we can see. Yeah,
he may be
we can squeeze him in there.
Additional, whose man's on this. But let me bring our guy to the stage. He's been in the green room waiting. All right, Ag Yoko, please give us some motivation with some sick moves as well for the upcoming week.
Never give up. If you have a dream, chase it. No matter the trials or tribulations, go for it with all your might. But please note, there are no guarantees. You might not make it, but for sure you would know on your dying bed. You gave it your all. Never.
Hey, listen.
What? Hear me out.
Hey, I feel like you took my thoughts, CJ. This is like Randy Watson meets Rafiki, bro, and it's like in the best way possible. I love it. I love it. It is time when you die in your bed. You will know. You will know the earth and the moon shall shine upon you through the trials. Sex and chocolate.
I want him to pray for me and post a video while he's praying for me. Sir, give me that energy, please. But like my man Ag Yoko says, never give up. Continue to chase your dreams with all your might until the day you die. And to that, salute.
Salute. The fact that he did that in the comfort of his living room is,
you know what? I feel we need to
top tier.
What I was looking at is how, when you vacuum certain carpets and you get those lines and stuff on there, you know what I'm like, look at that.
Yes.
I was like, bro, that carpet looks so comfortable. Like it's like as he moves, you can see he's making. I'm like, bro, that carpet looks like it is.
It's brand spanking new.
Yeah. Also,
he just had that room done.
This comment here, the elasticity on those jeans needs to be studied because like I've never seen anybody move so free in denim.
In denim, bro.
Look at that. Like Brock Lesnar was wearing jeans and tried to do a high kick and them shit split.
Split wide open. The hem?
Bro, look at, and he just pops back up. Like, I don't know if those are jeggings. They look like legit jeans, though.
They do.
But, it's wild. What up, Jedi? He in the chat. That dude needs to narrate my life.
Welcome to the show.
Interpretive dance. It's a thing, and you can make money or get a nice following from it. But I feel it is time for might be a smoke break, might be a grinds my gears. I don't know. We'll do a smoke break to keep it conversational. I don't need it to be a rant.
We can rant.
Can we? I mean, we can. We reserve the right to, as we're doing a smoke break, if the spirit
just roll.
If the spirit calls for it.
All right.
If the spirit calls for it, we'll go ahead and flexibility is the key to air power. I don't know if you guys have heard that once or twice. But
spot on for the theme.
I don't know if you guys heard that, but we'll start kind of smooth with the smoke break, and if the spirit calls, we'll transition over to what grinds my gears. But let's get into
Fair
it.
enough.
How do I start this?
I think we just ripped the Band-Aid off.
Okay. How many weeks ago was it where this skit just blew up? I don't look at it.
I think we're at like 2.5 by now, either 2.5 or 3.
About a couple weeks. So about a couple weeks ago, Druski, an internet comedian, skit maker, all of that stuff, came out with a skit depicting white conservative women. And Druski has gone on record making, the safe zone when you talk to comedians is everybody can get these jokes, right? And Druski ensures that everybody gets these jokes. So nobody should be offended, right? In the perfect world. Nobody should be offended. Comedy is for everything, X, Y, and Z.
Correct.
He made fun of black mega church pastors, and they were mad.
One of my favorites.
He made fun of Alabama Roll Tide fans. People were mad. NASCAR fans, people were mad. And I think the reason is because for most of these things, he just doesn't go as like a black NASCAR fan. He gets the makeup team together, and it's the full thing. He shows up as a whole white person with a mullet and everything. So, of course, that brings in the biggest thing that I 100%, once I saw the skit, I'm like, oh, here they come. Here they come.
It's coming.
If we would have did this and did blackface, we'd be canceled. And I'm just like, oh, here you guys go. It's I've seen it coming.
Yep.
But there's a YouTube video that I saw, and we'll watch some of it, of some people reacting to the man is hilarious. To his video, and then we'll kind of talk about it, get into some counterpoints and stuff, and discuss it. Like, did Druski cross the line? Initially, I'm thinking, like, I'll let you know right now, I think this shit's funny, and if you could do certain things and make it funny, fuck it. Like, I'm cool. You just have to take that risk. If you're gonna be edgy, the shit better be funny, because if it's not, it flops, and then your ass is getting cooked, and I'm just like, you risked it for the biscuit.
You deserved it.
And you didn't get the biscuit.
You
You didn't get the biscuit. You know what I'm saying? So let me go ahead and actually share this tab instead. Let me make sure I'm bringing the right one up. And switch it to the YouTube. Aha. All right. And we shall let this play for a bit. And as always, as we're watching this, Black, if you feel the need to jump in and say something, let me know. We'll pause it and we'll chat it up a bit.
All right.
Kirk's signature jewelry. If you don't know who Erica Kirk is yet, hold on. We'll get to her in a second. But the people who did know immediately understood exactly what Druski was doing. The skit opens with him walking out through a crowd as pyrotechnics go off and 2 American flags wave in the background while the crowd applauds. Then it cuts immediately, and this is where it gets funny, to a tearful interview where his character says she's praying for all the soldiers and troops. From there, it just escalates. He orders what he calls an all-organic pup cup for his dog at what appears to be a Starbucks run. He shows up at a reformer Pilates class. He's on a podcast clutching a Bible. He does a mock press conference about the Iran war. He stands at a podium stressing the importance of protecting, and this is a direct reference from the video, all men in America, especially all white men. And there's this moment where his character just turns and glares directly into the camera with this completely unhinged stare that apparently his prosthetic makeup makes absolutely terrifying. People's immediate reaction was that the makeup alone was enough to sell it. Someone in the TikTok comments wrote that their brain genuinely could not process that it was Druski because of how convincing the transformation was. His makeup artist was getting shout-outs across every platform. Another person said they kept looking at his hands because that was the only thing giving it
I
away.
almost logged off for the night, but then I saw this tweet from Andrew Colvett, and it really fired me up, so let's talk about it. So this is why he's not going to do conservative black women, Andrew Colvett, because here's the thing. They don't act like that when their husband gets... This wasn't about conservative white women. It was actually about Erica Kirk, specifically. You know that you guys love to keep the whole divide going and hate going. You love it. You love the whole race thing. This is not about white or black. This is about Erica Kirk. And we all know it, and we're all laughing, other than the brainwashed people that are still believing the narrative that you guys are trying to push out. We're all having a good laugh. And I don't think that anyone, I can speak for white women, we're not offended. We're not offended. And I'm someone that would call myself more of a conservative than anything else. So there's that. As long as you're not a psychopath that cares more about pyrotechnics than your husband, then you wouldn't get offended by something like that, because only psychopaths act that way after something like that happens. Yeah.
Hey, yo.
Druski.
Hey,
My man.
Hey, yo.
Ooh, boy, you got MAGA fired up at you. Good job. Good job. So if you haven't seen it, go watch it. And listen, it's so good that AI caught it, verified that it was authentic, and then pushed the hell out of it. And it pushed it on all platforms, mostly to MAGA. Because AI literally thought.
So it's just people coming on, like, just sharing their thoughts, like, because I didn't think it was bad. So they're, because people who are conservatives, kind of like the first female that was there was just like, I saw it, I didn't see anything, it was funny to me. And her point is kind of my point as well. I think it wasn't trying to say all of it. He was just targeting one specific person who was doing a lot of super questionable shit, not even 12 full months after the death of the horrific death.
Not even 12 full days.
Big facts. After the death of her husband, right? So as you probably saw, like a few people were upset. Even the president got up there, was telling Erica she should sue Druski for X, Y, and Z, right? And so it's getting to the point like a lot of conservative talking heads are talking about how disrespectful that was, and of course, like I said earlier, their whole thing is now if we did this, if she did a skit and put blackface on, she would get canceled. Here's
No,
what I
do it.
here's
Do it. Go ahead. Go ahead. Be funny. Do it.
so here's where I'm at with that, right? Like, do it, fuck it, do it. So here's my thoughts on this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sitting here and I'm watching this, and I'm fully aware that Druski did this with the full intention of getting some blowback from somebody, right? Somebody's gonna be mad at him. There was a group of people specifically he knew was gonna say something, and he knew the pushback of if I did this in black. Like, here's the thing when it comes to that: if this skit offended you, feel free to cancel Druski. Feel free to not watch him. Feel free to not invite him to any of your things. Feel free to not pay for any of his services. Feel free to do that. That's how you cancel people. That's how you boycott people. That's how people feel the consequences for their action when they are an entertainer. If they can no longer go places to entertain or nobody is tuning in to see them, then that's how they get canceled. Unfortunately, the group of people that this is offensive to is the minority and of of the people out here, right? The super right wing, the very right wing, the MAGA circle, like the thing is Druski was never a thing for you guys anyway. Druski was never embedded with you guys. You were never going to invite Druski to Turning Point USA. You weren't going to invite him to the RNC. You weren't going to invite him to things like that. So the fact that you guys are mad and trying to cancel him, like you guys have essentially pre-canceled him because he's not something, he's not entertainment, he's not content that you guys consume. So he's not worried about you guys canceling him. And everybody else seems to laugh along with it. To the people that are like, well, if we did this and did a skit, we'd probably get canceled. Newsflash, like the people that don't rock with you already probably ain't gonna rock with you. The thing that the reason that you guys probably aren't gonna do that is not because you're scared to get canceled. It's because you know you guys couldn't pull it off. You guys couldn't be funny enough to get away with doing shit like that. Because I have a video. When it comes to the comedy that comes from the ultra right wing, it's not really comedy. It's more what's the most non-political correct thing I can say, and people just cheer and laugh at it because they assume it's an edgy joke. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they can't get away with it, and that's why they won't try to do it. Also, white comedians have done blackface before, and like we have, like if it's done to a level where we're just like, you know, it's just poorly done, we're not going to do anything. But if it's done, you know, with malicious intent and kind of in line with, you know, the history of minstrel shows and blackface and all of that stuff back in Jim Crow and probably earlier than that, you know, the 20s and 30s and stuff, like then you know you can expect a little pushback from the black community. But as for me, I'm looking at this and I'm just like, Druski knew what he was doing. He accepted the risk, and it looks like it's paying off in dividends for him with, you know, the algorithm pushing it out, the number of interactions he getting, X, Y, and Z, all of that stuff. So he rolled the dice. It paid off. Like, hats off to my nigga Druski. You know, that's my thoughts on it. How you feeling, man?
Amen, sir. I'm gonna say on my side, bro, you hit a lot of points. The one point that I wanna hammer home is if it's funny, then people won't have a problem with it. So for all the people that are like, well, if I do blackface and I do this, then I'll get canceled. No, I'm gonna find an example of someone who did it and it was actually funny. And that's Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder. That shit was hilarious. And you can't argue it. So if it's done right and it's done funny and it's done in the spirit of we're just trying to make people laugh, then you won't have a problem. The problem is when you make it something that it's not supposed to be, right? And trying to be the stereotype and trying to put a negative connotation on the stereotype. But in Druski's defense, he didn't even call out Erica Kirk. The hit dogs just hollered. So he didn't put a name behind that. He just said conservative women and left it at that. And since that video's dropped, he said nothing about it. And all the hit dogs hollered. And all the hit dogs came to the defense. Because it could have easily been someone else. And that's the purpose of art. If it hits home, then you don't have to say anything else. And that's why what he did to me was very brilliant. Very, very brilliant. But art is art, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
And ain't everybody gonna like it.
That's what I'm saying. So, as I was getting into that, when I was talking about conservative, like MAGA level comedians, because you got a few of them out there. The one that threw me off was old buddy from is it Half Baked? The joint with
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle. So you know the dude, I'm not gonna do what you think I'm gonna do. It's one of those. It was a politically charged point that I can't objectively know if it's funny or invigorates haters. I get it.
Yeah.
But then she's like, then again, I didn't watch it, show.
You should watch it. You should
Just to
you
get
should
your,
watch it. And I would put this out there to anybody.
Mhm.
If it's something that you don't really have an opinion on, but you see that the opinions are so strong, please formulate your own opinion. Don't just listen to people with their own opinions of it.
Right.
And then try to draw an opinion off of that. Watch it for yourself. Get the information. We're in that age, bro. Like, get the information for yourself, because somebody talking about it on the show that you watch, like they may make this relative to you, and then you may have your own opinion on it. So get that information for yourself.
Right. With that being said, I want to present this short clip of the Jamie Kennedy experience, where he had a segment where he would be Kennedy's court, and he would cosplay or dress up in like a different costume, and he would like pretend to be, depending on the case, he'd be a different judge, like a hillbilly, an old Southerner, like a Colonel Sanders type stuff. So he had different characters he would play. So I want to play this one real quick. And this was I think, how long ago is this Jamie Kennedy experience? Like 13 years ago, when like the CW or the WB was a thing.
Yeah.
13 years ago. Only at the WB. that racist fraud.
I like chicken.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Anyway, that frog was just out there like, Warner Brothers, you ain't slick. Anyway, here's the skit, and just watch the character he portrays, and everybody just let it ride, because it was just like, it was all right every now and then, you know.
For the Honorable Johnny Jackson. We have a
Black, fix your face. Fix your face.
a bicycle thief.
No, I'm being accused of. I let my friend Chris borrow my car in exchange.
Who Chris?
I am
What's your name?
Chris.
Whole name?
Chris Adi.
Name?
George.
All right. What's up? State case. Speak.
Okay. I borrowed George's car for the weekend. I lent him my bike. Over the weekend, my bike was
You lent me your
stolen.
car.
He lent me his.
So, I mean, you see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, he did it for his show. Like, his show wasn't the most popular. You know, he was, I think at this time, this was the height of his career. You know, coming off Malibu's Most Wanted, right? Then he had Jamie Kennedy's Experiment, and then he rolled into Son of the Mask, and since then, don't know where he's at. I hope he's doing all right. Jamie, if you're watching this, hope everything's doing all right, man. Hope you're living your
Peace
best
and
life.
love, sir.
Peace
Peace
and love, sir. Peace and love. CJ's like, this was off Mask 2 success. So this was post Son of Mask?
Oh man.
I can't imagine that. I feel like after Son of Mask, people were just like, you're not as hot as we thought you were, bro. Like, he did a couple video game presentations at E3 for like Konami and like conference room D of the fucking Marriott. You know, he wasn't at the arenas and shit. You know, no shade. I haven't done that. You know, I'm not talking at conference room B of the Marriott. So I did have a podcast at the Show Me Center in Cape Girardeau, Missouri. So maybe me and Jamie Kennedy
we're working.
Maybe me and Jamie are same. Or maybe, you know, I'm just a couple ticks below him. We're working our way up there, you know? So anyways, so I'm just saying, like, comedians could do it. Like, he didn't face horrendous backlash for doing this. Like, Jamie Kennedy he did this and went on about his life, you know, because I don't think it was done in a derogatory way to make black people look bad. You know, I think he was trying to, just like Druski was trying to, you know, be Erica Kirk a sense, but not saying it. This dude was trying to be a little Judge Joe Brownish. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, without saying it.
Joe Brown, John Mathis, you know, one of them motherfuckers that's just be on your neck in the courtroom. So, you know, we moved on. Black people was like, you know, do your thing, Jamie. We ain't really rocking with it, but we ain't going pitchforks and everything. Yeah, you know, live your life, Jamie.
Yeah.
Live your life. So that's where I'm at with that. No big deal. I just thought it was funny. People were just like, if we did this, we'd get canceled. It's like, do it. Let's see.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, Afro Man just showed that First Amendment rights, you know, you can go to court, you can all these other things, you can make it. You can make it. I also want to show you this. So this was at the CPAC. If you don't know what that is, that's just like why do you laugh, sir?
CPAC gave us a lot.
It did. It also gave us fame. It gave us well-known comedian, actor, thespian, soon to be voice of, you know, the downtrodden, Rob Schneider.
Yes.
And you know, a little bit of a side note, when people are just like, Mac, why don't you like Adam Sandler movies after, you know, Happy Gilmore, the OG Happy Gilmore? I'm just like, he just keeps giving us horrible movies with Rob Schneider and Kevin James, you know? And he keeps trying to
pop-up appearance.
He keeps trying to make them a thing. And I appreciate being loyal to your peoples, you know, being loyal to the soil and all of that. But at a certain point, man, you got to be like, hey, man, if this is all you got, I can't keep fucking with you, you know? Like,
hey, let's make a pact. If we for some reason make it big, right?
Yes.
And one of us the public thinks we suck. We have to bring that honesty to each other.
Yes.
Okay? This is DFPNY. Okay. We all make
to that
big.
point, yeah.
And the public is like, that guy sucks. It is what it is, bro. It is.
I think
somebody,
you know,
we got to be accountable.
I think Adam knew, because you're looking at the numbers of this guy's movies, right? Deuce Bigalow, Mel Gigolo. Man was just like, oh shit, he might be the next one up. Deuce Bigalow, Mel Gigolo, European, or the sequel. It's not good.
Get it out of here.
The hot chick. What are you doing? What's happening? What's going on? Numbers is going down. Numbers is going down. Now, I get it. Like, he's on SNL, you know, hey, fixing the copier, making copies, you know, he had his thing on SNL, but I think he rode the coattails of Adam Sandler. And everything he's tried to do outside of Sandler, like he tried to have a sitcom on NBC, that didn't make it. I think he might have had a comedy special on Netflix. I don't, you know, or one of the streaming services. You know, it didn't do well. So I mean,
Yep.
he just, I think we talked about it. Like when we talk about Nicki Minaj and we talk about a lot of these people that just, they fall out of grace. They're just like, or, you know, the Hodge twins, things like, hey, let me make a quick buck because there's a prefab built-in audience that is just hungry for some
Yep.
kind of star power, because a
Yep.
lot of star power is not as right wing leaning as MAGA is, you know. So they're like, if we could get anybody who used to be famous or is kind of famous in our thing, we're going to support them blindly. And Rob Schneider's just like, I'm your guy. So
Here I am.
yes.
Send me.
Here am I, Lord, send me. Lord, send me. But here is Rob Schneider. Here's a little bit of his stand-up. He had a stand-up. They gave him 5 minutes to do some jokes at CPAC, and I think he was not prepared to do these jokes. So
Or maybe he was.
don't do that. Maybe he wrote that and thought this is good. So
This
we're
is
gonna
ghetto.
play some of this, right? We're gonna listen to it. As an aspiring comedian, I look up to people like Rob Schneider and you know, see the level of success that he obtained, and I've always feel like I can learn by watching. You know, like let me no one sent a helicopter to his house. Like, shout out my dude Kid Rock, getting the flybys. But here's Rob, and let's listen to the comedy styles of Adam Sandler's best friend, Rob Schneider.
Thank you so much. Oh, so they got a new woman on The View. Have you heard? Jimmy Kimmel is going to join the cast.
That's the opener.
Oh, this guy, eh?
Jimmy Kimmel, I get it,
Yeah.
because he doesn't agree with the things, our views. Okay.
How are you? Thank you so much for being out here. Appreciate it. Well, I'll tell you, something happened when I was able to get lunch. I just got off the plane from Europe. And we went out to a place here in town in Dallas. And the waiter was a little nervous. And I said to him, you know, and he's a Mexican guy. And I said, are you okay? You know, and he said, Mr. Schneider, I'm just a little nervous because I am not here legally. And I'm afraid that ICE is going to take me back to Mexico. And I felt like, wow, that's awful. Because these are the people that we want in this country. You know, people are working really hard. Then he completely screwed up my lunch and was like, get this guy out of here. You can't.
Come on, Black. Nothing
Nah.
yet.
Nah.
That's not funny. Like saying we
No.
want hardworking people here, but because they mess up your lunch order, now you want them deported.
All right, get out of here.
You know, that's not it. Oh, okay.
Nah.
Hey, that's cool. You know, he's only a
Good
minute in.
try.
He's only a minute in, so you know he's got 4 more minutes to rock your socks, bro.
Oh man, this is real Hunger Games
Knee
just right
slapping.
now.
Real knee slappers coming up, bro. Just give him.
Oh,
He's
man.
warming up. He's warming up. You know, filling the crowd out. It's like a boxing match, you versus them, trying to see what floats their boat, so you can, you know. So that he's in the filling out phase. Round 1.
Okay,
Round
okay,
1.
okay.
You know.
Screw up lunch. That's the most important meal of the day. My favorite, it's my favorite thing. My favorite comedy now is Instagram. Mexican guys crying. Have you seen that? It's pretty funny. Please, El Presidente Trump, don't take my mother-in-law back to Mexico. She's not here legally, please. Her name is Maria Reyes Gonzalez. She lives at 311 Nelson Avenue. She's 4'11", 293 pounds. She's there right now. I'll help you pack her shit. So anyway, I will.
You know, the funny thing about this is, for the last 15 years, he was married to a Latina woman, right? Who recently
That's
filed
wild.
for divorce this January from him. Married 15 years.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is fresh pain. This is trauma on stage.
Is it? You know, because life imitates, art imitates life. So if this is your life,
Yes.
you're like, how do I make lemonade out of these lemons? You know, she divorced me. Let me talk about possibly sending her mother-in-law back. You know.
Yes.
And again, here's where I'm at. I am fully on board with comedians should be able to make whatever jokes they want. They just have to be willing to accept the risk of, if this is not funny or if this bombs, this is how it's going to make me look. He knows he can't do these jokes outside of Texas, because he's kind of hanging out with the Austin comedy crowd, right? The Tony Hinchcliffes, the Joe Rogans, the Matt Rives,
Yep.
Things are where they can get up there and their whole thing is like, and this retard comes out, or, I go to a coffee shop and this blue-haired, transgendered man woman is trying to serve me a coffee, and, and it's the jokes that they do like that, where they're like, these people get it. They'll laugh at it, right?
This is my circle.
Yeah. So it's but for me, as I watch this, I'm just like, my heart goes out to him, because like, maybe stand up is not for him.
Oh, it's definitely not for him.
Like to be on a stage and to be doing stuff that in your mind you thought was funny. I don't think he did any like open mics to work this material or anything. He just went out there like, let me just say some off the wall type stuff, and that'll get me some laughs. We'll watch a little bit more before we get into like, some actual funny stuff that we saw on the internet.
I will say, I do not believe that Somalia is sending us their best. We're not getting the engineers, the doctors, the lawyers. If they have any in Somalia, we're not getting any. We seem to be getting the not very good ones. Pirates, I know. And who wants their babies babysat by Somalian people? I mean, didn't anybody see Captain Phillips with Tom Hanks? They're pirates. A lot, not saying all, most. Not saying all. But that just goes to show you what an incredible country that we live in. That people can come over here, they don't even have to be legal. From Somalia, they can just come over here, marry their brother, and then open up a Leering Center, and the next thing you know, now it's incredible. How rich is this country?
Fam. They come and do what? They married their who? Last I checked, there was a bill in Florida that got struck down to where marrying your sibling is still legal.
First cousin.
Mm-hmm. This is in America.
Mm-hmm. But you didn't hear him say that's why this country is so amazing, though, because you can do that.
Because you can't. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes it a lot better.
Texas was ironically not the place to throw all of that down.
No, it definitely wasn't.
Yeah, I mean it's I don't know. And my thing is, I get the CPAC is this big convention, but I'm like, there's a lot of like sidebar talking while this dude is on the stage. You know what I'm saying? Like you can hear the crowd noise while he's trying to work.
Where Somalians could be stealing billions of dollars from us, and we don't even notice.
Oh, whoa, wait. Stealing, billions?
Wild part about,
What's that?
You know the wild part about this is he's doing this in Dallas.
Yeah.
Dallas has a very big Somalian population, bro.
He's doing it in Dallas inside of this convention.
Yeah.
That's why. He's not doing it at the fucking Funny Bone in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? He ain't at the fucking the Improv at Dallas doing this shit.
Filthy work.
So I mean, but yeah, so I mean it's, and I'm pretty sure like there's like ultra left leaning, you know, comics that just take the biggest stereotype of conservative people and do whole bits on that and stuff. But it's lazy comedy to just find your like a pre-made audience, you know?
It's low hanging fruit.
Yeah, you're not even trying. You're just like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna just say stuff to cater to this crowd. I'm not gonna be edgy. I'm not, you know, not edgy to the point of saying I'm gonna say faggot. I'm gonna say retard. I'm gonna say, you know, all of this stuff. Like to be edgy and to be challenging. To challenge the conservative mindset, you know, to challenge them and be like, to have because the thing about comedy is to have the crowd laugh at themselves. You know,
Yes.
that's when you know you hit the sweet spot, when you can go into a CPAC and make them laugh at how crazy they can sometimes be thinking, you know, or go, you know, it's just one of those things where you have to make the audience be able to laugh at themselves. You just can't kowtow and just cater to the audience and just make them feel like they're superior the whole time, because you're punching down, you know.
Yes.
And that's the thing.
Yes.
And it's lazy comedic work. And I only had 2 open mics or 2 sets. I've had some open mics, but like 2 legit sets where like I was on the card, you know. So I'm not the go-to. I wish like Sam Ridley was around. You know, hit him up and be like, "What are your?" I'm pretty sure he would go in on this motherfucker. But
Oh yes, he would.
Shout out to the homie Sam Ridley. But that's all I wanted to put out there. It's you know, first of all, you know, his suit is something else. You know, he out here doing his thing.
But that's straight up Kentucky Derby in Harlem.
Shiny suit man. Anyways, I think it's time because, like I said, 2 weeks is a long time, and my man Kaylee continues to find ridiculous videos to send my way to talk about on the show. So we will not. Oh, we got to get straight to this. We got some good ones. We
do.
I want to start with this Chris Brown one you sent. So we'll go ahead and roll right in to this week's edition of What Did I Just Watch?
Tell me I did not just see that.
Off rip. Your wife, you take your wife, you're watching Chris Brown. Singing along all the songs.
It's happened.
Oh yeah, you were in Vegas. You saw his show, right? You saw the show.
Yep.
Would you know, she's like, I need somebody to join me on the stage. She's like, woo, raise her hand. He's like, you come up on stage. What's your initial thought? Like she's going up on stage. Are you nervous?
Oh, I already know what Chris Brown is about.
So you like would you be like, put your hand down? Would you?
You see what time it is, right? Put your hand down.
Don't you do this. Don't you do this. Nuh-uh.
Sit your ass down. You better sit down. Oh, no, you don't.
I'm like, hey.
I already hear how you be talking.
Yeah.
No, put your hand down. Put your hand down.
So this is a video of, and I can't fact check, but based off the based off the caption, Chris Brown kisses married woman live at show. I'm gonna play the video. You can see how the kiss goes. You can see how intense the kiss gets, and then we'll discuss like what's the next step as the spouse of this woman. So take it away.
Man, if I
let's hear what Tony says.
was Hubs, man, I would just have that paperwork drawn up forthwith. ASAP. Paperwork. I wouldn't even trip. Wouldn't even be no argument, no explosion. I would just be like, paperwork. Every time I saw her, paperwork. You know what it is? Paperwork. And then the paperwork, for the reason for the divorce, ain't no irreconcilable differences. It's going to be Chris Brown concert. That's what it's going to say in the divorce papers, man. No fancy legal jargon. It's going to say Chris Brown concert. Paperwork. That's all. Paperwork. She going to be like, see, because you, paperwork. I'm cutting off all sentences, explanations, whatever, because clearly the marriage was already over.
Hey, I'm just
Facts. Facts.
Sir. Is it listen, is it not worth, a talk back in the car, on the car ride home? Like, it's
No.
Black.
No.
It ain't something y'all could just talk about.
Oh, no. Ain't
I
nothing
was
to
just
talk
caught
about.
in the moment.
Oh, no. You had that on your mind the minute you got on that stage.
So
This was a part of the plan. This was first degree. This was first
premeditated.
Listen,
Look at this. Look at this.
I done been to Chris Brown concerts, bro.
Bro.
Like, I done been to more than one.
Bro, the caress.
Yes. Grabbing by the neck.
You don't kiss me like this. We haven't kissed like this since we were dating. The passion.
Facts.
And I've
Dude,
tried.
wild
I've tried to kiss you like this. And
Yes.
you're just like, can you just do
I
it?
walk in the house and get these dry ass kisses. What is this?
The pecs. My brain said peck. My peck said
My
tongue.
peck said tongue.
It's just like, what are we doing? Like,
My
what
poor
happened?
husband.
Oh, yeah.
poor
Oh, his
husband.
face? Let's get to that part. My man just in the audience. Shout out to the cameraman. Who was? Oh, it's you, yeah.
Who looking sad over here?
Switch,
Oh, there he is.
switch to camera 4. Switch to camera 4. Switch to camera 4. It's all over. And you dark skinned, I ain't trying to bring this up. You just lost
That's
one.
why he can't crash out because he dark skinned.
You just lost one, but you really. Hey, I don't. Hey, bro. I would just be like, she's gone. Like, she's gone.
That's the head shake. Oh, she out.
She gone. Like,
She out of there.
like we're gonna go home, and it's just like, so.
There's nothing to say.
Like she's gonna, she'll probably. I had such a good time. Come home, try to shower, and lay down in bed, and try to like, and you hit her with the.
Get off of me.
How the
Hey,
table,
Mom.
how the tables
I
have
saw-
turned.
Yeah. Don't be coming over here trying to fuck on me after that. Get out of here. I already know what's on your mind. Get off of me, nasty.
You got in my car smelling like him. You in my
Smelling
car
like
smelling
Savage
like
and fucking vodka. Get off of me.
Savage.
Get off. Get off.
I
of me.
smell him on you. You couldn't brush your teeth hard enough. You couldn't brush your tongue hard enough. I don't care if you use the gold Listerine. That shit is still in your mouth.
It's still there.
I don't care if you use gold Listerine and witch hazel. That shit is Chris Brown DNA is in your mouth somewhere. I can't be having that. And you ain't even try to push him away or nothing. Like, is there any part of you mad at Chris Brown?
I can't be. I can't be. Because it's Chris Brown. And you knew what it was. You knew
the time he on Demon Time always.
Yeah, he lives on Demon Time. He thrives on it. Where was your halo at when you got on this stage? You lost all your religion in like 2 seconds. You just threw away our whole relationship just to get off me. Get off me.
I thought you were cool, but you stink like a whole society. It's like you raise your hand. Like I'm like, you can raise your hand. He ain't gonna pick you. There's tens of thousands of girls in here. Like fuck, he ain't gonna. The spotlight comes on her. Like you up there,
her.
Cause I ain't paying front row ticket prices.
Yeah, we ain't close enough for him to see you to be like point the finger. Oh no.
The camera gonna screen on you, and he gonna look at the screen. You up there, next to the bald-headed, light-skinned dude. Yeah, bring her down. Yeah, they're gonna come
Is she
get
running down the stairs? I already know.
Yeah. Already.
What is she running down the stairs for?
You stepped on my shoe to get over to the aisle. These was the new J's, and you stepped on them.
I just bought these.
You running down like they called your name on Price is Right. And you get to fucking do the showcase showdown. Did it. You running down there happy as fuck. And then like it'd be one thing, like what if she got on stage and he just danced on her, did a little, little dance, no kissing or nothing, just did a dance and then bounced. Shit's cool,
it's
right?
Shaky, but it's still cool. It's shaky, but it's still cool.
All right, you're willing to talk through that one, like, all right, now, like that ain't gonna be too many more opportunities.
I don't
want to
hear details.
I
don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to hear.
I ain't trying to look
details.
at your social media when your friends come over. I ain't trying to hear you talk this story again and shit. You gonna come to me? Did you take video? No, I did not.
Hell no, I didn't. I didn't want that.
She gonna give me the phone. Make sure to get me. The thing was on the
your
camera.
battery died. Right when you got there, your battery died. I told you not to take all these pictures.
Yeah. I don't know. It happened so fast. I didn't know. But I'm just. It was the how the kiss was performed. I'm like that was wild.
Scandalous.
That was wild. And if I get caught commenting on somebody's pictures a little spicy,
Oh yes,
furniture
gets
walls
moved.
I was gonna say walls start shaking in the house. Who is this? Girl, she was in my 9th grade algebra class. It's a picture of her and her husband. I was like, you guys look great. What do you mean by that?
Nothing.
The couple looks happy. But here you are. So I can't kiss Chris Brown? Like we can't work through this? No.
No, absolutely not.
But you can comment on other bitches' pictures? That was
It's not the same thing.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
Yeah. There's levels. You went 100 levels above what mine was. You got ahead. You didn't get even. You got ahead.
I don't want this to be a men versus women thing. So I'll say this as well. Like, what's I guess a female artist you would put kind of in the same vein as Chris Brown?
As
like,
Chris
if you get on
Brown?
stage,
Ooh.
you know she about to do some demon time stuff.
Janet Jackson.
Oh, she has video of that shit. When she had old buddy in that thing, and she climbed up, and she was. I was like, I want to make fun of him, but I can't say that I wouldn't be any worse.
Hey,
I would not be any worse. The sweetest release. Oh man, I'm just like, bro. There's certain artists where they're just like, come up here, I'm gonna dance on you. I'm be like, I can't.
No,
the
thank
the
you.
spotlight goes on you. It shines right on you, Black. You right here. Come on down here, honey. I can't. I just imagine Khan's face like, the choice is
thank
yours. The choice is yours.
No, thank you. No, I'm not going.
Oh shit. The Lady Gaga's got thrown up on. Not sexual, but a big ick. Ugh.
Oh.
Yeah, like that would deter me from ever bringing anyone up on the stage with
Yeah,
me again.
yeah. No.
Oh
no
my
one
God,
else
I
knows.
love you. Let it. all on your
my
stage
God.
clothes. And you got to try to. It's all right. I get it. You're nervous. Cause like if I smell other people's throw up, like that shit. Be,
Ew,
yeah.
Oh.
Like I'm like dry heaving, like
Yeah. People throwing up make me throw up.
Yeah, they'd be like, we're gonna go ahead and take a quick intermission. Like
Cut
a
the mics off.
bro,
I
it'd be
don't
looking
think
like a
it's
cat doing a fucking like coughing up the hairball when they just. Yeah, that's me. But Chris Brown, bro, you got to stop ruining happy homes, man.
Bro, demon time, bro.
You got to
But
stop.
That brings up an excellent question.
What's that?
And to help us, I got a poll for all the Pitmasters,
Okay.
especially if you're watching. So your spouse kisses a celebrity. What are you doing?
Crashing out her paperwork. Crashing out her paperwork.
Crashing out of paperwork. So yeah.
Well, I mean, it
reply.
kisses a celebrity. Now, like, what if it's you talk about mouth to mouth shit? Because like, if it's let me take a pic, and it's like Boris Kojo, and it's like he lets her like kiss her on him on the cheek for the picture. Like, click. All right, cool. You guys have a great day. You spazzing out over that? Like, did you?
I might.
The cheek kiss.
I'm gonna be honest.
The cheek kiss.
Yeah. Cause I know.
So what would make you? You're saying you might. Like
I might.
Like
I know my wife's energy, right? So if there was like a female celebrity, and like the female celebrity like wanted to kiss me, I know my wife would crash out. I know this. I got to keep the same energy.
Uh-huh.
It's a respect thing.
Yeah.
So if my wife I know would crash out on me like that, I have to be willing to crash out.
So it doesn't
in the same arena.
For Khan, there's no like levels to it.
Hell no.
Like it's just, oh, you kissed her on the cheek.
Yeah.
Go be with her then. What you coming back over here for? Go be with her.
Don't disrespect.
What you
me.
coming here for?
Yeah. Go kiss that bitch you were with. It was a celebrity. I don't care.
Oh my God. I'm trying to think. Because my wife met Boris Kojo once at Lenox Square in Atlanta. And you know, it was like she was just, oh my God, that's him. Take a picture of me. And she was like geeked out. It wasn't anything, but like if he was just like, you know, gave her a little peck on the cheek or something during the picture, I don't think I would have tripped. because like it's not like I know she's not looking at Boris Kodjoe like that's that dude. Like if it's Idris Elba or Chris Hemsworth or some shit like the motherfuckers where she's just like just salacious about, I'm just like, you can't be doing that shit, you know. Like that's something we can't be doing out here. Nah, that's a crazy, like I never thought about it. Like, is there a certain tier of celebrity where like, you know, if they had the chance your significant other to be like, oh, let me get a kiss. Let me chill with them. Let me get a picture with them. Kiss on the cheek, whatever. A whole, yeah, and now it's got to be a thing. Now it's going to be discussion in the car. Like, what the fuck? Like, why'd you do that? It was just it's for a picture. Nah. Hell nah.
Nope.
We can't have this. This can't be a thing. There is one other video because we spent some time on that one. That was a good one. I like that one. Good.
That
find.
was a good.
That
one.
was a good find. I appreciate that, Black. It's a good find.
Thank you.
Next one up is more of a. If you been on social media, you probably came across. I guess it was a barbecue joint, a smokehouse over in California called Destination Smokehouse. We had Unc in there. You know, Mr. Tenderism, falling off the bone. Everybody coming to get see it. Then he tried to trademark it, right? He tried to trademark Mr. Tenderism, and the owner of the smokehouse, the white dude, was just like, nope, we already put a thing in for that. So next thing you know, Unc gets phased out, and now he's doing his own thing, right? Unc got his own thing going on social media, and this dude is now out here trying to tell us what a
good rib,
what smoked meat should be looking like. So I know we call this the smoke pitmaster. It's not for that. Like, whereas if Pitmaster Rob Gibbons is in here, feel free to sound off on this stuff. But we'll just go ahead and bring this to the stage, and we'll let my man tell us how shit's supposed to look. And we'll turn to the I'm just looking at this rib like, bro, this motherfucking Lincoln log, bro. What
you don't get this.
You ain't even cut the membrane off this motherfucker, bro. This shit tough as fuck. But let my man tell us about his meat. Pause.
You don't really want a pulled pork bite of this. You want to taste something where there's more pork flavor, more integrity left in the meat. But look at that.
Let me just
first and foremost.
Go ahead.
First and foremost. Sir, it's a little pink. Ain't mad at it.
Hey, that's how you know it got a smoke ring, because you know that smoke ring.
Oh no, no.
Like, unless the smoke ring is the whole rib.
There's already deficiencies. How you gonna tell me what a rib look like when I seen from your restaurant what a rib look like?
That was my point. That was the point I was gonna get into. It's like, when Unc was there, you was all about the tenderism. You was all about the bone sliding right off of everything you make. Now Unc's gone. You want some integrity in the meat. Who?
AKA it ain't tender. AKA
you ain't got the recipe, dog. You ain't got the recipe. Wait.
Oh, Unc took that recipe with him.
Hold on, let him finish, because maybe he a pitmaster, a registered. You see his shirt? He got a name tag on it and everything. He know what he talking about. Apparently, he own a whole restaurant. You know,
he official.
He official. Continue to talk to me about this rib and what a perfect rib should be.
That bark. Look at that shine and glisten. Let me take a bite. And that's what we call a perfect bite through. See how there's no meat left on the bone where I bit, but it's still hanging on? But look at this. See how clean that is? You don't want it to fall off the bone.
So,
I mean,
CJ,
it came off the bone.
To answer your point, CJ, He's serving competition ribs. The problem with that is competition ribs, exactly. Competition ribs don't belong in a restaurant.
I ain't coming here for that shit. Bro,
Hell
if you just
no.
don't fucking bring me some goddamn ribs, I ain't out here to judge ribs, bro. Like, what the fuck?
I don't care what they look like.
Look at the shine and
Do
the
they
glisten.
taste good?
Yes. Motherfucker, I just want to get my fork and just whoop.
Yep.
Get this bone out the fuck out of here.
Do it fall off the bone? Because that means I can eat it faster.
Yes. That's the biggest thing. I'm just like, bro, you had everybody coming in. And I think he knows the shit, right? I don't know if his business is booming. I think he opened up another one in Jordan, Destination Steakhouse. Let me look some shit up real quick. But I think he's trying to like open another one up. Is it Destination Smokehouse?
Yep.
In Marietta, California. Is there one in Georgia? Destination Smokehouse in the Atlanta area. Yeah, so he opened up one in Marietta too. I don't know, man. He's trying to branch out. And my thing is like, bro, you should have just stayed in Cali. Like, you went to Atlanta, like people ain't riding with Unc.
Stay where you are.
Yeah. I mean, he's trying to make that shit work, bro. Look.
You don't really want a pulled pork bite of this. You want to taste something where there's more pork flavor, more integrity left in the meat. But look at that bark. Look at that shine and glisten. Let me take a bite.
Bro, if I roll up to a restaurant and you trying to give me shit like this, I'm going to be like, where the regular ribs at?
For real.
You giving me this goddamn Fisher Price kitchen set rib. The fucking, you know what I'm saying? Look at this shine. Look at the glisten. Look at the bark. Motherfucker, I'm hungry. Give me
don't
the fucking,
care.
Give me the shit that comes off the bone easy for me to eat this shit.
Yes.
But
look at the bark. What did you season it with?
What rub did you use? First of all,
yes.
Is there bark on it? Like legit? Like when you talk about bark, you do a bark on a brisket, you do a bark on something like it's got to have that darkened color. Like all I see is the glisten
that means
from whatever
all the
fucking
seasoning cooked on top of that.
Yes.
And it went through.
Yes.
That don't look like it went through.
He's trying though. Dare I look at these comments? Toughenism.
Toughness.
He said, y'all know what? You don't even really need it falling off the bone when you really think about it. We have to start gatekeeping our social culture and economic spaces. Watch it on mute. I thought that was a candle. It's made to imitate food. This white people support of melanated people has nothing to do with us. Move on. This looks disgusting and flavorless.
Facts.
These comments didn't disappoint. It just don't hit the same, my boy. It looked like the play food we used to play with back in the day with the little Tykes kitchen set. I told y'all, it looks too artificial, bro.
Thanks, bro.
The one you have on the plate and you play with your kids. Yum, 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 yum. And you hide it behind your back like you ate it. Ooh, that was good. Yum, 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 yum.
Yum, 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 yum. All right, clean up.
Yep. All right, if I eat this rib, you gonna go to bed? Okay. Yum, 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 yum. Ooh. Ooh.
I'm sleepy.
Oh shit! My man was the little tight place that. No, you had to rip it off the bone.
He did.
He reset
he
the
had
factory.
to skin that thing like it was a rabbit, bro.
He reset the factory settings. Boo this man. Oh my gosh, bro! You know I don't think he understood. Like I don't know. I don't know what Unc was at. Like I don't know the whole ins and outs of their contract thing or whatnot. I don't know what Unc was asking for, but was it worth this?
You should have gave it to him.
Was it worth this that you're doing right now? You
No.
know?
Because you had a hit. You had a sure thing. All you had to do was be quiet.
And just let Unc if you would have let him copyright it and still worked with you, it still would have been fine. Like, you had the business
you'd have
side.
made
This is all,
more
yeah.
money, bro.
Anyways.
You'd have made more money, and then you branch out. Then you could branch out successfully. Because you have a face of your brand, and that brand is hot. Unc had a lot of people hot. And it all started with Keith Lee.
Yeah,
When
that's
Keith
the one.
Lee
When Keith
comes
Lee
to-
was trying to give
Yep.
Unc the thing, he was like, "No, you can't just tip. You gotta." Like
That's what did
he's
it.
not the one, and I'm just like, bro, why are you blocking the shine? Like this could have been done without being public. You know, you
Yep.
could have explained the situation, or however the setup was, but you didn't want Unc to get more shine than you. You were getting upset that people were showing up, celebrities were showing up to the restaurant wanting to do videos with Unc,
Looking for Unc.
and not want to do videos with you, the owner of the thing. So now you get your wish. You're the face of the company. So
Yep. Couldn't live with the wind.
where did that bring you? Right back to me. I love that quote, man. You couldn't live with the failures. So where did that bring you? Right back to me.
Right back to me.
Thanos was so cold, man. He was so cold. It's like, what is he been doing? Just sitting there, waiting. Man, it was just skipping rocks, waiting to throw hands. Like, here y'all go, let's fight. Like, god damn.
Oh, what up, Rob? Rob's in the chat.
Oh, Rob, we just had a whole thing about this Destination Smokehouse
rib.
where Unc used to be at. So he's listening and driving and whatnot. So we don't want you to take your eyes off the road, but
Yeah.
when you can, we want you to go back and look at this segment.
We need you to grade this
We'll
rib.
we'll clip it and send it to you, and we need your full opinion on this rib my man cooked. CJ made a good point. The rib is more of a competition rib that he's trying to serve in a restaurant, and it's not how that's supposed to go. But we'll let you dive in and be the judge of that. But it is time to talk about our Who's Mans of the Week. This is
Oh, buddy.
This is a good one. We're looking for
Yes.
some nice feedback, some contributions from the Pitmasters watching, because this one is a doozy. So without further ado, let's get into this week's segment of Whose Mans Is This?
Hey, who mans is this? Oh, mans is this? Who mans is this? I need to know.
LaRussell Dwayne Thomas. If you don't know who this is, I don't think you could call him an up-and-coming rapper anymore. I think Jay-Z already signed him, so he is signed to a major label. But he was on his grind for a while from Viejo, California. Viejo, however they pronounce it. California. West Coast in the house. West Coast is the best coast, as I've heard. So he has, I don't want to say he monikered this, but he says the style of music he does is called life rap, right? And in this video, he's doing a performance, I think, kind of a local performance. He has a small crowd there he's performing for. I want to play the beginning part because it's so heartwarming. And this little kid is just telling him his thoughts and, hey, this, that. You know, so I'm going to play this part and you'll be like, oh, man, you know, it's good that some positive music is getting back out there and it's not just about the drugs. And so, you know, we'll play this part and then we'll get to the main part we want to talk about.
Do like life rap because when I listen to your life rap, it like I feel it. I feel what you're saying. So what made you do that?
That's a phenomenal question. How old are you? 12? When I was 12, I needed songs that helped me navigate where I was in life. And I wasn't always able to find them. So I made them. A lot of the life rap you hear from me is songs, is messages from me to myself that I can remember along this journey. And for all the little people who look like me and love me and think like me, to have a guide on their way. That's why I write life rap, for everybody going through life.
Aw.
Come on now.
Aw.
Come on. Come on now. Like, hey,
So touching.
they got you in the first half, right?
Oh, yes.
They got you in
right
the first half,
feels.
right?
Oh, so heartwarming.
Because you know, as an artist, right? A lot of your stuff comes from like life experiences, right? So you're just like,
yes.
I wish I would have had somebody to tell me something like this at this age, so I, to navigate this part of my life, right? So as of
Yes.
now, I'm just like, all right, LaRussell, like I fucks with that shit. You got this young black king saying, I feel this.
Uplifting and positive things.
When you rap like that, I feel it in here, and the audience is like, aw,
This is so heartwarming.
yeah. Fast forward to 3 minutes and some change into the song, and the shit starts getting real. Do you want your 12-year-old kids to listen? Here, take it away, LaRussell.
Hey, I'm not perfect, and neither is the president. Was guiltier than a nigga hiding evidence. You can't be mad that they heated if you don't let them vent.
First, remember this kid right here, and this
He
little.
said he felt it.
Yeah, he felt it in his chest. He rapped it right in front of him.
Even the devil was heaven sent. Even Malcolm was heaven sent. Even Martin was heaven sent. Even Kanye was heaven sent. We all heaven sent. Donald too. We all heaven sent. Epstein too. We all heaven sent. Adolf too. We all heaven sent. Even you. We all heaven sent.
Don't fucking point at me after.
You see the walk off?
Don't you group me with these people? Don't put me in that class, sir. Hey, first you started with the devil. Hold up. Hold up.
You weren't feeling that part? I mean,
The devil
if you get into
devil
it,
was
the
not-
devil did come from heaven. If you want to get like,
I mean, technically,
yeah, that's
was.
That's why I let that one ride. I'm like, he's out of line, but he's out of line, but he's right.
Technicalities.
Yeah, I'll let that ride, But it's the rest of these. So let us run this back. Where we at? Here we go.
Hey, I'm not perfect, and neither is the president. Was guiltier than a nigga hiding evidence. You can't be mad that they heated if you don't let them vent. Even the devil was heaven sent.
We letting that one go?
Shaky.
All right, shaky at best. But
Shaky.
if any of these gets a pass,
Like the rest of this deserves a side eye. Like immediately side eye this performance.
This one?
Sir, what are you talking about?
Okay.
Even Malcolm was heaven sent.
Okay. Okay.
Even Martin was heaven sent.
Okay, he's correcting the ship.
Okay. We back on track. We back on track.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Even Kanye was heaven sent.
Ooh, shaky. He got work still. Shaky.
We all heaven sent. Donald too.
Donald who?
Donald Trump? Gucci who? Gucci Mane? Don't do that. You know what Donald he's talking about. Donald who? Donald Trump? Donald Trump haven't sent yet. Donald Trump haven't sent. Barack ain't haven't sent. Shout out my nigga Donald. Donald made the list. Barack ain't made the list. Shout out my nigga Donald. All right, who's next on the list?
We all heaven sent. Epstein too.
Now, whoa, now hold on.
As this little girl is saying.
Now, hold on. You can't just go from Donald to straight to Epstein, bro.
Yeah, why not? They 6 degrees of separation, my boy. 6 degrees of separation. Why he can't do that?
Hold up.
You wanted him to go straight to Epstein from Martin? what you,
bro? The grouping is crazy.
Be like, you know what? If you would have took the devil from first and put him kind of back in the back end of this shit.
I'm just saying, Donald, Epstein, and who's after Epstein?
It can't get any worse than this, right?
We all heaven sent. Adolf too.
Hey, yo.
Adolf made the list. Barack made the list. Yo.
Bro, these groupings are wild, bro.
This is crazy, bro. We had the devil was heaven sent. Malcolm was heaven sent. Martin was heaven sent. And he went to Donald. Donald was heaven sent. Epstein was heaven. Epstein. It's how he said that one. Epstein too.
Epstein too.
Hey, don't forget.
Adolf too.
Heaven sent. Adolf too.
Adolf too.
We all heaven sent. And then it's this part after he says that shit. Like he's like,
we all heaven sent.
Hi.
Even you. We all heaven sent.
I feel like he called that kid a heathen.
Bro, he walked off like, I did this. I just dropped such a knowledge bomb.
Bars.
Like, I'm so controversial with that take, but I'll be looked at a wise man because of that shit. Like, you know.
Y'all haven't sent.
Epstein too. Trying to see who's clapping. And who's not. Yeah, my brother here ain't clapping.
He ain't having it.
He ain't fucking with that. He ain't clapping. My man here, he don't look like he clapping.
He's squaring up, bro.
He might be about to raise his hands to clap. Let's see. Let's see what he finna do. No, he ain't clapping. My brother here ain't clapping. I mean, it's one of those weird things where I guess like if you're in the audience and you're just like, is it done? Do we clap or should we clap?
I don't know if I want to clap.
If I clap, am I going to be on camera and people think that I agree with them or?
Yeah. You like this?
Do I like this? Is he being like super smart or super dumb? Like I can't read him. He's got like this Childish Gambino kind of thing, but not really. He's rapping without shoes.
Not really.
So I'm thinking he's like conscious, but he's saying some off the wall shit.
Yeah. Ain't no way.
I mean, so he put his stuff in there. It's just how you feeling about it? How you feeling about LaRussell? Like obviously he's under scrutiny. People are talking about him. It's not going well for him about now, as you could probably imagine, right?
Oh yeah. But also this is not some. Listen, young rappers, they have a tendency, bro. Like nobody's immune. The stuff they say may catch up to them later. Like nobody's immune from that. But that's wild. That's not something I would think to put to paper.
Oh yeah.
No.
Malcolm too.
Especially in this climate. Yeah. Like, what am I trying to say? Am I trying to unite everybody?
I don't. Did he ever try to explain himself? Let me see.
Like, what is my message here?
LaRussell heaven sent explanation.
We all come from heaven. I mean, technically that's true. We all come from heaven. But some of us ain't going back, and you got to be okay with that.
LaRussell. I'm trying to see if LaRussell explains. Okay, let me bring this.
So
up.
what did he say?
Hey, we got to dig into this. This is real time. Like, let me see what he said.
What did he say?
What did he say? What did he say?
What you say?
Yeah. Let me bring this up.
So how's your week been? Has it been good?
It's been incredible, honestly. I've been really grinding and moving and getting to see my shit scale. But also, there's the.
Is your engineer in the room?
No.
Okay, I gotta ask.
Nope.
Yo, let's talk.
So the funny part he asked that is, before he got into the intro of that song, he's like, my engineer didn't want me to make this song, but I felt the need to do it because I felt it. And then so he's just like, is your engineer in here? So
well done.
So shout out to your engineer.
Well done, kid.
Yeah. Shout out to your engineer who tried to save you from this shit, but you thought you was the world needed to hear this shit. But
let's just get that shit out of the way.
Come on.
Okay, so this clip comes out. You posted something on Twitter. And you know what's funny is like I had clicked on it and I had like when your caption was like, my engineer said I shouldn't drop this. And like I listened to like maybe the first like 5 or 6 seconds of it, and I was like, I was like, whatever, it's just like some LaRussell shit, like talking about whatever's going on, whatever. And then I just saw like it just kept getting
the outrage.
And I was like, wait, let me rewatch this and make sure I'm not. Did I miss? I was like, oh. So you released a kind of a response to the virality and more context of the song today, I believe. Your thoughts on just, I guess a lot of people are, I wouldn't say they're offended as much. I would say a lot of people, for whatever reason, it feels like are off put by the heaven sent song.
Yeah, I think people mistake what I'm saying for me like being complicit.
Right.
Like they think it was me showing support, but they didn't think it was me showing support to Martin, Malcolm, and Kanye, who I also mentioned.
Remember, I said these other names too. I said these other names. Y'all ain't give me props for that. Why y'all ain't give me props?
Can we get to a space where you know what you said? You know what you said. Can we please get to a spot to where stand on what you said? Yeah, but I didn't say nothing. Nobody said nothing about Martin, Malcolm, and Kanye. Who are all, yeah. But look who you grouped together, bro. Like that's my whole thing. I wouldn't care if you didn't group these people to get like one after the other. It just got progressively worse. You start like you had us in the first half, even with the kid. Like you had us like, okay, it's shaky. The devil technically did come from heaven. All right, let's write this. And then you just jump right off the deep end, bro. Like why? You knew exactly what you were doing. You knew exactly what you're doing. Of course, we're not going to talk about Martin, Malcolm, and Kanye. And even so, you put the devil first. Like, yes. Do you know why the devil is technically heaven sent? Because God kicked him out. Dummy. Jesus. Why are we doing this?
Bro, the minute everybody trip up that nobody was tripping when I was like talking about Malcolm and Martin and shit. Cause bro, you there's levels to the names, bro. Like
Yes.
The thing these other people were fucking accused of or have done on the earth. Atrocities that will go down in history. The Holocaust, my boy. We're not gonna gravitate to that. Be like, hey.
Yes.
Hey.
Bro, you start with accusations of pedophilia, then pedophilia, and then you end on genocide, bro. Of course, people are gonna make a big deal of that.
But nobody giving me props for saying about. Anyway, let me let this guy finish. I want to hear his explanation. Continue, LaRussell.
And they just think it was me showing support to him, you know, and being complicit in his behavior. And that's like the furthest thing from the truth. You know, any nigga who know me, I think niggas like Trump and Epstein deserve the worst.
For sure.
You know, but it's also like the art in writing that song. It's like niggas who do this know when you start writing, like words come to you. You know, this isn't like an intent. No one sits down like, I'm gonna write about Epstein. Right. It's just like what comes to you. And then that realization was like, damn, God made a nigga like Martin Luther King who did so much and changed the world. And he also created a nigga like Epstein who was like the lowest of the low, you know, and they come from the same source. And it was just a realization to me of like, damn, you really like free will, you know, you could go either way in this world. And it's not just them, you know, like that's why I believe this outrage is fake, because niggas, we know niggas who murderers, serial killers, and we like free them. We know niggas who pimping and sex trafficking, and we like free them. Niggas uncles and they daddies got and it's like free them.
What do you think of this argument that he's trying to do? How you feel about that?
Okay, so on the one hand, when he brings up the comparison of God can make one person and then make a completely different person, like it's kind of a moot point, because if you read the Bible, if like you see the examples in the Bible, some of the people that God used were the lowest of the low people, right? Matter of fact, Christianity is largely built off the practices of one of the lowest people to ever walk the earth. And that's Paul.
Mm-hmm.
And before he became Paul, he was like really, he was
Saul.
He was,
he was out here.
Terrible person.
Yes.
Right. But that argument is kind of moot. I get where you're coming from. Your argument though, and the way you present it doesn't jive, because yes, God does make these people. God can also use these people. And these people clearly turned away from that. So you have to be able to acknowledge that too. Like, yes, people can change, but these people so far have not. And I'll leave it at that.
My thing is, this is when artists get too smart for their own selves, the way they try to portray things.
Correct.
The way they try to, like, if you just would have wrote a song explaining, you know, how people make their own, you know, free will, like you're saying here, like, you know, God created everybody, like, in the grand scheme, if you're trying to say, like, God knew when he was bringing Hitler, baby Hitler, into the world, that he was going to do this, like, are you saying like God should have not? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's your whole point with bringing them up, saying the heaven sent?
Stop the press.
Because you know what the when people say, "Oh man, this is heaven sent. This is a God send. This is this." It's a blessing. You're usually using that to describe a blessing, and you're making it seem like
right. Correct.
Even God made Epstein. Even God made Hitler. Like that's how that, you know. So you're trying to sound too smart and it didn't work out, so now you're up here like, you know, because black people, we got serial killers and everything. We like free serial killer stuff, you know, like we have aunts and uncles that have been done, you know, and we're like, you know, free our people. Like, don't quit. First of all, I doubt that people who, like, there's still people that be like, free R. Kelly. R. Kelly need to stay wherever the fuck he at.
I agree.
But, you know, like, if someone's like, free my cousin, free this, like, I'm pretty sure it's not because they're wanted for the shit that these people are wanted for. And even if they're all like, free these people, like, they ain't out here making a song saying this person's heaven sent. They're like, just get them out of jail, you know? You're out here saying that some of the most evil people that have walked this earth have been sent to us by God. Have been sent to us by God. And that's you're like, you know what? I'll say, like, your intentions, I understand, but your execution was ass. complete
Very
ass.
ass.
Intentions, hey.
BBL ass is what that was.
These BBLs is killing y'all. But let me let him speak a little bit more on this shit.
Right.
You know, but me saying, damn, God made me and he made this sick ass nigga is a problem. That's not me being complicit. That's me just having the realization of like, bro, you really gotta choose what you gonna do with your life and what path you gonna lead.
I think I mean, what you just pointed out is true. Like the stuff that we glorify is interesting, and the things we choose to get outraged by, it's very interesting. I think that your explanation explained it better than I think the video gave initially, if that makes sense. Because I feel like if someone was like, not necessary, because I know you and I know what you, I mean, also I'm not people have every right to feel however they feel, because there's even people who are like, I understood what he was trying to say, it's just why say it, but it's art, right?
Yeah.
Right. So it's like, well, fuck off, like you don't have to like it. At the same time, like I was like, I know this fool, like this is the same guy who a radio station in Los Angeles wouldn't release a freestyle of his because he was talking about free Palestine.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I know where this guy's heart is. And like, I understood what you were saying. Like, it for you, like, it to me, it seemed like, and let me know what your thoughts are. Ever since this Rock Nation thing happened, I've never seen people nitpick nothing.
I already don't like this because now the host is starting to baby.
He's veering off.
Is starting to baby instead of asking, like, you know, just because he was getting there. He's like, I think your explanation of it is done better than what you were trying to do in the song. And he should have just been like, why did you do it that way? You know, like you can't like ask him, like, you can't understand why people are upset based on how you delivered this. Like, your explanation 100%, we understand what you're saying. The way you did it in the song was done poorly. Can you agree that that's the case, and that is why people are outraged, quote unquote? Yeah, and he's just like, well, because it's art.
First of all, yeah. First of all, you should have listened to your engineer. Your engineer knew what it was.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, for the people who haven't like did albums, like the engineer is normally really smart on what sounds are going to produce certain results. I don't know. I can't explain how I know that, but like just being in the studio with and not every engineer is like this, but a good engineer in which you're at a professional level. I expect every engineer that you work with to be a good engineer. Mm-hmm. A good engineer will be able to pivot you in a direction. So if your engineer is telling you something, they hear certain things that you may necessarily not hear because you think what you're doing is art.
Yeah.
And if an engineer is not a yes man and they actually telling you like, yo, bro, this ain't it, listen to them, because 9 times out of 10 they're right.
And this is the engineer. This is the dude in the studio who's getting paid just to mix and match and do that stuff. This isn't your PA.
He don't have to tell you
this
nothing
ain't your
else.
agent. This ain't nothing.
Yeah.
This dude, out of the goodness of his heart, probably working with other mainstream artists, because you just came up. You just got signed to a major label, LaRussell. He's like, fam,
this ain't it.
Read the room. Like read the room. And maybe LaRussell was probably thinking, like I said, you know, he's too brilliant of an artist to be constrained. And, you know, like people, creators create, you know, however they do it. I don't know if a part of him was thinking he would get some kind of virality from, hey, the Epstein thing is hot. If I say this, so if I say some controversial stuff, people will be like, oh, this motherfucker over here, what's he talking about? And then start looking into your catalog
and then want to check your music out. Yeah.
So I'm sure some of that was involved in it. But again, it's one of those, your explanation says a lot. It helps people probably understand where you were coming from, but your delivery was kind of wild. And people deserve, because like God forbid, the victims of whatever happened on that island that are still out here, they fuck around and come across this song, and you talk about this man was heaven sent. How are you thinking about those victims? No, you're just thinking like, I'm just saying there's levels to it. Like,
yep,
it's not illegal what you did. You're allowed to do that, but you have to face the reactions from your action. And the reaction is people are just like, bro, you wild. I haven't heard Jay-Z speak on it, you know.
He ain't.
Oh, he like, I just signed this motherfucker. Shit! Shit! Oh, fuck. B.
You got about two more albums.
Yo, you can't be coming. I just signed you. You can't be coming up here and doing some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You just can't come here and just come out here and talk about son, Epstein?
Yo, did you seen the lawsuits they tried to put on me, son?
These are horrible Jay-Z impersonations.
Yes.
I never tried to work on a Jay-Z impersonation. I gotta work on that. It's your boy. What the hell's wrong with you, son? Shit, you out here talking about Epstein being heaven sent. Son.
That's crazy.
Crazy. You're crazy for this one. You're crazy for this one. Oh my God. But yeah, again, it's one of those things where maybe he'll learn from it, maybe not. Maybe he'll just be, I'm not changing my stance. I said what I said. Like you said, stand on it. Don't come out here and be trying to switch shit up. Like, you said what you said. Don't be like, nobody says nothing when I said Malcolm was heaven sent or Martin was heaven sent. Why nobody complaining about that? Because the term heaven sent usually means someone coming here to do a good thing,
To be a blessing.
Yes. So that's why. And then to your point, the names that you group together, bro, like, come on, man. Come on, man. Let's go. Let's be realistic, LaRussell.
Hey,
yeah.
yo.
Let's be realistic, LaRussell. Stop doing this shit. Everybody just be running. People have uncles. They be like, free him. And they done did some wild stuff. Like, I'm pretty sure if somebody's uncle was, put in jail for the reason that Epstein was, they wouldn't be like, free my uncle.
Right.
If
Leave him
if
there.
my uncle did some shit like Hitler, I wouldn't be out here like, free my uncle. They probably in there because they had some weed on them and got put in. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
don't be doing this shit, LaRussell. Just be like, my fault. I can realize how insensitive that was, how it could have been taken. That wasn't my intent. This was my intent. Blah, blah, blah. But he wants to be defensive and be like, because, hey, it's art. And the podcast host, like, he started going down that route to challenge him to be like, why would you do it? No, I know you, dude. Like, you had a thing. They wouldn't play your record because you said free Palestine. Because you're that kind of guy. Like, I know you. So I hate
you're
when
an
hosts do
enabler.
that. Yeah, 100%. 100%. But anyways, that is who we got for whose man's is this? LaRussell, Dwayne Thomas. I'm not hoping that you get canceled or your career takes a hit or anything like that. Just kind of take a little bit. Words just come to me. You don't sit down. Maybe next time words come to you, you sit down and be like, does this word need to be verbatim on this paper?
It don't.
Or just type it into Chat GPT and be like, hey, can you make this not can you make this not wild? Chat GPT was like, I'd recommend you taking these names out if you're talking about heaven sent.
Take this off.
So this is my first time doing rap. Don't say this. Please.
It's my first time at this level, y'all.
I mean, you don't sit down. Words just come to you, And I'm just like,
them words ain't never came
I
to
don't
me.
know. I reach out to MRK, Wiz, you, be like, y'all ever get the urge to say Epstein was? Oh no,
nope.
Y'all ain't vibing like he is then. But anyways, that's all we got. We'll wrap this up. We'll return to regular schedule programming. get some final shots and thoughts and let you guys get on with your weekends. How's that sound, man?
Sounds amazing, bro.
All right, let's do it.
And now we return you to our regular scheduled program in progress.
Woo! 187 episodes of the Smoke Pit have now been officially completed. Feeling good. This was a great episode. Shout out to the Pitmasters that joined live, commenting, adding to the shenanigans and the good times tonight. What have you for the folks, my guy?
Well, since we're in still in Final Four mode, I want to direct you guys over to the D1 Ignorant podcast.
Oh.
Because I'm pretty sure they're going to be covering this Don Staley UConn Geno situation that just happened. So tune in to those guys. Very good show. If you love us, that it's us.
It's
with
Smoke
a
Pit
touch
Sports.
Of sports.
It's Smoke Pit Sports.
It's exactly what it is. Us with a touch of sports. So if you love the Pitmasters, you'll love it over there at the D1 Ignorant podcast. Tune over into those guys. Shout out to the Ignorant crew. Phenomenal work you guys have been doing. You can catch them every Wednesday on the DFPN. So make sure you tune into those guys. A lot of good work going on from the network. No Gimmicks, USDN, Nightmares and Nerdscapes, Cutting Edge Heroes, Eat the Cake Anime, all dropping new shows. Looks like we're starting to hit peak strength here on the network, and I love it. So tune in to everybody that's dropping shows. If you need to see what our schedule looks like, go over to the DFPN either on Facebook or go to the website thedfpn.com. See when we have shows releasing, and just stay tuned to all the fun, man. Shout out to everybody that came to the chat tonight.
Yes,
Very
sir.
fun time. These are always fun to do, man. So shout out to you guys.
Yeah, I got nothing. Just tomorrow, Eat the Cake crew will be live. Crunchyroll just put out their nominees for the Anime Awards, so we're going to be reacting to those while we are also still putting together the best anime couples bracket. So it's a lot of stuff. It's the busy season for anime, and we love it.
Yep.
So expect that to be going on tomorrow, and I believe that's it. Now that I'm thinking about it, just make sure to stay tuned to if you want to catch the shows when they go live, make sure to tap into our YouTube channel or the DFPN Studios or DFPN Studios over on YouTube, or just type in that Feeling Podcast Network. You'll see us. You'll find us pretty easily. Outside of that, man, great show. I had a good time. I am glad that I finally have my leave scheduled, and I'll be taking that. Next week should be a breeze, hopefully. But had a great time with you, as always. Great time with the Pitmasters in the chat. And if you got nothing else, we'll go ahead and wrap up. As always, thanks for tuning in. I'm the homie Mac, a.k.a. your boy.
And I am Brad like a king, made this Kelvin Kaylee. Thank you guys for tuning in. Until next time, have love, make sex. Peace.
Peace.
I know those eyes